Hi students, in this class I am discussing with you the very important concepts and relevant problems in units and measurements. Units and measurements. Okay, and now, so in this one of the very important topic is principle of homogeneity. Principle of homogeneity. What is the principle of homogeneity? The addition and subtraction takes place between the same kind of physical quantities. Very simple. The addition and subtraction takes place between the same kind of physical quantities. So for that, here I am taking one example, and here itself it is visible, and that is if the equation of state of gas is expressed as P plus A by V square into V minus B is equal to RT. This is van der Waals equation. So what is that van der Waals equation? P plus A by V square into V minus B is equal to RT. This is the van der Waals equation. Okay, so now when P is the pressure, V is the volume, P is the pressure and V is the volume, T is the absolute temperature, and A, B, R are constants. Then find the dimensions of A and B. So in this equation A and B are visible, and these two values we need to consider. So here we are taking the dimensions, nothing but at first we need to calculate the dimensional formula of A, dimensional formula of B, we need to calculate. So for that purpose here I am taking the principle of homogeneity. So according to the principle of homogeneity, the addition and subtraction takes place between the same kind of physical quantities. It means what? This P is the pressure. Pressure should be added with the pressure only. It means A by V square also pressure. A by V square also pressure. So whatever the dimensional formula for the pressure is present, then the A by V square also the same dimensional formula. What is the dimensional formula of pressure? Pressure is equal to force by area. Force is equal to what? MLT minus 2, dimensional formula. A, area, L square. 1L get cancelled. Then with that we are taking that pressure dimensional formula is M, L power minus 1. This L goes to numerator, L power minus 1, T power minus 2. ML minus 1, T minus 2. This is the pressure. So now the same dimensional formula is having by A by V square also. Why? Because pressure is adding with the pressure only. Pressure is adding with the pressure only. And that's why here A by V square also the dimensional formula of pressure. Now V is equal to volume given in the problem. Then A by V is the volume. Volume dimensional formula L cube. Volume dimensional formula L cube. Here square is present, so L square. L cube square. M, L minus 1, T minus 2. Then A is equal to M, L minus 1, T minus 2. L cube whole square, L power 6. This L power 6 goes to cross multiplication. L power 6. Then A is equal to, what's the formula? M, 6 minus 1, 5. L power 5, T power minus 2. M, L power 5, T power minus 2 is the dimensional formula of A. Okay, now here we are calculating the dimensional formula of B. So according to the principle of homogeneity, the addition and subtraction takes place between the same kind of physical quantities. So whatever the physical quantity having by the volume, the same physical quantity having by the B also. Why? Because in between what is the symbol? Subtraction, minus. And that's why here the dimensional formula of volume is equal to dimensional formula of B. What is the dimensional formula of volume? L cube. And that's why the dimensional formula of B also L cube. And now here what about the dimensions of what about the dimensions of A and B? Dimensions of A, dimensions nothing but power. Remember this carefully. So what is the M power 1? So mass is having the dimension 1, length is having the dimension 5, time is having the dimension minus 2. And whereas the volume B, in that the dimension of L is 3, then what about the M and T? M power 0, T power 0. If you wish to write it as M power 0, t power 0, L cube also, or simply L cube also. That is the representation of the dimensional formula of B. Okay, this is one model. Then another model here I am taking. So how could you find out by using the dimensional analysis relation between the physical quantities? For that, here I am taking one problem. Straight away with the problem I will explain to you. I will explain. This is also one model. If pressure P, velocity V and time T are taken as the fundamental quantities, find the dimensional formula of force. Once again I am reading. If pressure P, velocity V and time T are taken as the fundamental quantities, find the dimensional formula of force. Dimensional formula of force. We need to calculate the dimensional formula of force. So force I need to take in the form of pressure, velocity, time. Force is having the relation between pressure, velocity and time. So now here I am taking the concept as I am calculating the force proportional to. So force is having the relation with pressure. That's why P power A. Okay, and then having the relation with the velocity, so V power B, and then having the relation with the time, T power C. Whatever the relations having by the respective physical quantity, that is particularly we should note like this. Here we need to calculate the dimensional formula of force in the form of pressure, velocity and time. For that, here I consider the symbol like this, proportional, right? So now listen, force dimensional formula. What is the fourth dimensional formula of force? M L T minus 2. Dimensional formula of pressure, dimensional formula of pressure, M L minus 1 T minus 2. At least some of the dimensional formula need to remember, at least ML minus 1 T minus 2. Dimensional formula of volume, that is L cube. Dimensional formula of time, capital T. Now substitute all these dimensional formulae in this equation. F proportional to P M L minus 1 T minus 2 whole power A. Volume L cube whole power B. Time T power C. Fourth dimensional formula M L T minus 2 proportional to M power A multiply M power A, L power minus A, L power 3B. Here minus A into minus 1 minus A. Here L power 3B. So that we are writing it as minus A, L power minus A, 3B, that is plus 3B. Next T power minus 2 into A, minus 2A. Here T power C also present, plus C, T power C. Now compare the powers of fundamental physical quantities on both sides. M power A, M power 1. So compare the powers of mass. A 1. So A is equal to 1. Next L power minus A plus 3B is equal to, here L power what is the value? 1. So in the place of A equal to 1. So in the place of A write 1 plus 3B equal to 1. 3B equal to, send minus 1 to that side, plus 1. 1 plus 1, 2. So then B is equal to, what's the value? That is 2 by 3. B is equal to 2 by 3. Okay, and then here we are taking further. So here V represents velocity. Here V represents velocity. So we need to consider that velocity is equal to, what's the dimensional formula? LT minus 1. Dimensional formula is LT minus 1. If you substitute LT minus 1, here you will get L power B. So it means A minus A plus B, is equal to 1. So then minus A plus B is equal to 1. Then what's the value? B is equal to send the minus 1 to that side. 1 plus 1, that is equal to what? 2. Okay, A equal to 1 and B equal to 2. Then here t power minus b, t power minus 2a, t power minus b, t power c. So minus 2a plus c. Here one more we need to add minus b also. Minus 1 into b minus b. Now substitute minus 2a plus c minus b is equal to, what's the value here? Minus 2. What's the value here? Minus 2. And now minus 2, a is equal to what's that? 1 plus c minus b is equal to what's the value? B equal to 2. Minus 2 is equal to minus 2. Minus 2 get cancelled. Then minus 2 into 1 minus 2 plus c is equal to 0. Then c is equal to 2. C is equal to 2. B is equal to 2. A is equal to 1. Now the formula of force is equal to, force proportional to P power, what is the A? A equal to 1. P power 1. Velocity, V for velocity, V power B. B is equal to 2. And C power, nothing but here time, T power C. C is equal to what's the value? 2. So F proportional to P, V square, T square. Then this is the formula for force in the form of pressure, velocity and time. Once again I am repeating. So force dimension formula is mLT minus 2. P represents the pressure and V represents the velocity. Previously I considered the volume, I am very sorry for that. So V for velocity, velocity having the dimension formula is LT minus 1 and time represents the T. Then F proportional to P, ml minus 1, T minus 2 whole to the power of A, velocity LT minus 1 whole power B, T power C. Now if you take, separate that, m power A, there is no m in any case, L power minus 1 into A minus A, L power B. So minus A plus B, T power minus 2A minus B plus C. Compare the powers on both sides. Then A is equal to 1, minus A plus B is equal to 1. With that we got the B is equal to 2. Minus 2A plus C minus B is equal to minus 2A plus C minus B is equal to minus 2. Then if you substitute A value as well as B value, then we got the value as C is equal to 2. Then finally we are taking the formula of force is F proportional to P V square T square. Next. Then another thing, another one here we are taking that. So here again one more example I am taking for the concept of this same dimension analysis, another topic. If the energy E is equal to, given that E is equal to G power P, H power Q and C power R. G is the universal gravitational constant, H is the Planck's constant and C is the velocity of light. The values of P, Q and R. The values of P, Q and R. So directly equation is given. What is that equation? E is equal to Z power P, H power Q and C power R. So here we are taking the dimensional formula. E represents the energy. What is the dimensional formula of energy? Dimensional formula of energy is ml square T minus 2. ml square T minus 2. What is the dimension formula of universal gravitational constant? Universal gravitational constant, m power minus 1 L cube T power minus 2. That is the dimensional formula of universal gravitational constant. Then what is the dimension formula of Planck's constant? And that is ml square T minus 1. ml square T minus 1. This is the dimension formula of Planck's constant. Then speed of light, light as well as speed of light or velocity, whatever the form that is, the speed of light having the dimensional formula LT minus 1. Substitute all these things in this equation. Then ml square T minus 2 is equal to m power minus 1 L cube T power minus 2 whole power P. Q represents ml square T minus 1 whole power Q. And for the R, LT minus 1 whole to the power of R. So now here we are taking the concept as, minus 1 into P minus P. Here 1 is present, 1 into Q plus Q. Here there is no M. It means minus p, q into 1 plus q, minus p plus q, compare both sides, m power 1, so 1 powers only. Next to L cube, L power 3 p, here L power 2 q, and whereas here L power r plus r, compare the power of L here, square, nothing but 2. Next t, t power minus 2p plus 2 into q, 2q, and t power minus 1 into r minus r is equal to, what's the power of time here? Minus 2. Now here once we consider like this, now we need to solve all these things, solve the questions. So for that purpose here I am taking the concept as, this is equation 1, this is equation 2, and this is equation 3. The equation 1 multiplied with 3. I am multiplying the equation 1 with 3. Otherwise you consider take 2 and 3. Take the 2 and 3. So in this case if you add these 2 and 3, 3p plus 2q plus r equal to 2, minus 2p plus 2q minus r is equal to minus 2. Add these two. If you add these two, then here how come we consider that? Plus r minus r get cancelled. 3p minus 2p, p. 2q, 2q. If you add 4q. If you add these two can be cancelled, that value equal to 0. Now here I am taking the concept as, this is the one, minus p plus q is equal to 1. Minus p plus q is equal to 1. P plus 4q is equal to 0. P plus 4q is equal to 0. So now by calculating all these, nothing but if you solve this, then you will get the p value is minus 1 by 2, q value is 1 by 2, r value is 5 by 2. R value is 5 by 2. Substitute these values in this equation, E is equal to z power p, h power q, and c power r, then you will get the answer. And then another one, another model here I am taking. So if the force is given by F is equal to, what's the value? AT plus BT square. F is equal to AT plus BT square. AT plus BT square. With T as time, the dimensions of A and B are, A and B dimensions we need to calculate. Okay, so AT plus BT square, it means what? The addition and subtraction takes place between the same kind of physical quantities. This is the force. So AT also force, BT square also force. If you add water with water, you will get the water only. It means if all should be the same, then you will get the same kind of substance. Then only here if you consider the AT as the force, AT is equal to dimensional formula of force. What is the dimensional formula of force? MLT minus 2. T represents the time, capital T, MLT minus 2. Then A is equal to MLT minus 2 by capital T. Then A is equal to MLT goes to numerator minus 1, MLT minus 3. So A is having the dimensional formula MLT minus 3. And whereas the BT square having the dimensional formula also equal to force. Then BT square is equal to, take the dimensional formula MLT minus 2 for the force. T represents the time, just now I said that. BT square is equal to MLT minus 2. Then B is equal to MLT minus 2 by T square. It is equal to, if the T square goes to numerator, T power minus 2. T square goes to numerator, T power minus 2. Minus 2, already minus 2 is present, minus 4. So A having the dimensional formula MLT minus 3 and B having the dimensional formula MLT minus 4. Okay. Then another one. See here, in the 2020 NEET, one question is asked. And see this question, the angle of 1 minute, this is a 1 minute, 1 minute of arc in radian is nearly equal to, 1 minute of arc is nearly equal to. So this is very, very simple, very, very simple. How come you consider that? How can you consider that 1 degree is equal to 1 degree is equal to 60 minutes. 1 degree is equal to 60 minutes. 1 minute is equal to 1 by 60, cross multiplication, 1 by 60 degree. 1 by 60 degree. Okay, so now at first I need to consider here 1 minute of arc in radian is nearly equal to. So that is nothing but 1 by 60 degree. 1 by 60 degree. I need to convert degrees into radians again. Here they asked to calculate in radians, and that is how come you consider that 2 pi radian or 360 degree is equal to 2 pi radian. 1 degree is equal to 2 pi by 360 radian. 2 ones are 2 180s are. That is equal to pi by 180 radian. So 1 degree, 1 by 60 degree, I need to convert into radian. 1 by 60 into 1 degree equal to, this can be written as 1 by 60 into 1 degree. 1 by 60 degree can be written as 1 by 60 into 1 degree. 1 degree is equal to, what is the value? Pi by 180 radians. So in the place of 1 minute, that is equal to 1 by 60 into 1 degree, replace with pi by 180. Pi by 180. And if you calculate pi is equal to 22 by 7 or 3.14, then that value is, if you substitute, then that value became as 2.91 into 10 power minus 4 radian. If you calculate the entire part after substituting the pi value as 22 by 7 or 3.14, then 1 minute is equal to, what's the value? 2.91 into 10 power minus 4. Okay, so next the another thing is nothing but here one more question in 2022. See here, the dimensions of MLT minus 2 A minus 2 belongs to, so already dimensional formula is given, MLT minus 2 A minus 2. That in the options, 4 options are mentioned, 4 options. For these 4 options here, we need to calculate which option belongs to this dimensional formula. Which option? Magnetic flux, self-induction, magnetic permeability, electric permittivity. So for these 4 options, which option belongs to MLT minus 2 A power minus 2? Okay, so for that each and every dimensional formula you need to remember or you need to solve, then only you will get that. So I am taking the here magnetic permeability. So magnetic permeability is nothing but mu. Mu is the symbol. Where you will get the mu value? So F is equal to mu naught by 4 pi, either mu or mu naught, whatever it may be, mu naught by 4 pi m1 m2 by r square. m1 m2 by r square. Here m is the pole strength. Not the mass here. M is the pole strength. R is the distance. Now F proportional to m mu naught m1 m2 by r square. Here forget about the 4 pi. Then I require the mu naught. Mu naught is equal to, what is the formula? Fr square by m1 m2. Fr square by m1 m2. Okay, now F dimensional formula, MLT minus 2 force. R is the distance, L square by pole strength. Pole strength is nothing but what is the unit of pole strength? Ampere meter. Ampere meter is the unit of pole strength. Okay, now ampere, that is the current. A dimensional formula of current is A. Meter, distance, so L. M1 M2 2 times repeated, pole strength, that's why square. And now M LT minus 2 L square by A square L square. L square get cancelled. M L t minus 2, a square goes to numerator, a power minus 2. So the given formula, dimension formula is E, this one only. It means among the four options, this magnetic permeability having the dimensional formula MLT minus 2 a power minus 2. Like that model also given in the NEET. Okay, so in the 2022 NEET, again one model is given that having the mass the following. They mentioned with the mass the following. So from the units and measurements they have given the mass the following. So relevant dimensional formula and relevant physical quantities are mentioned. So which physical quantity belongs to which dimensional formula, that we have to select. So if you know the brief idea related to the dimensional formula, at least some dimensional formulae, so those are you have to remember these dimensional formulae. For the physical quantities are velocity, acceleration, force, momentum, universal gravitational constant capital G, universal gas constant capital R, and then Planck's constant H, permeability, magnetic permeability mu, okay, electric permittivity epsilon, capacity, voltage, nothing but potential difference, resistance. If you know at least these physical quantities having the dimensional formulae, then it is easy to perform any concept in units and measurements. Okay, and then one more model here I am taking, one more model, and that also given in the NEET 2016. NEET 2016. See this model. Planck's constant H, speed of light in vacuum C, and Newton's gravitational constant Z are three fundamental constants. Which of the following combinations of these has the dimensions of length? So which of the following combinations of these has the dimensions of length? Four options are given. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Among these four options, which option is having the dimensional formula length? Once again I am saying, among the four options, which has the formula is having the length? Which formula is equal to dimensional formula of length L? That we need to calculate. We have to cross check. That's enough. Take the option, first option. Apply the Planck's constant H value, dimension formula ml square t minus 1, and then speed of light C, lt minus 1, universal gravitational constant m minus 1 L cube t minus 2. Substitute these three values in each and every equation, each and every option. Whatever the option gives the L only, that itself is the option. Okay, right. And so like this one more, these are the models. And one more model related to the screw gauge. In 2021 NEET they asked this one. 2021 NEET. A screw gauge gives the following readings when used to measure the diameter of a wire. Main scale reading is 0. Okay, millimeter. Circular scale reading is 52 divisions. So the screw gauge consisting of circular scale. The circular scale consisting of how many divisions? 52. Given that 1 millimeter on main scale corresponds to 100 divisions on the circular scale. So an indication is given. So with that we can measure the pitch of the scale. Okay, the diameter of the wire from the above data is okay. Now, so according to the topic given question, according to the given question, a screw gauge here main scale reading is 0. At first, what is the screw gauge consisting of? The screw gauge consisting of one main scale. The reading on the main scale is called main scale reading. That is, we are taking it as A millimeters. And then that consisting of circular scale. So circular scale, the coincidence, we call it as circular scale reading or circular scale coincidence, CSR, circular scale reading. This has to be multiplied with the least count LC. This is B, millimeters. So here A and B if you add, then you will get the total reading. So MSR plus CSR into LC. MSR plus CSR into LC. Okay, and now here what is the MSR given in the problem as 0? What is the CSR? Coincidence. That coincidence circular scale reading is what is the circular scale reading? 52 directly given in the problem into least count. For calculating the least count, one value is given in the problem. 1 millimeter on main scale corresponds to 100 divisions on the circular scale. So it means how much each reading on the main scale is 1 millimeter. Like that, how many circular scale divisions are there? Total circular scale divisions are 100. This gives the least count. Reading of one main scale division, by number of circular scale divisions. That is equal to 52 into 1 by 100, nothing but 0.01 millimeters. That is equal to 0.52 millimeters. 0.52 millimeters. Here 1 centimeter is equal to how many millimeters? 10 millimeters. Remember this, 1 centimeter is equal to 10 millimeters. The option is given in centimeters, but we got in millimeters. So we need to convert millimeter into centimeter. For that purpose, 1 centimeter is equal to 10 millimeters. Then 1 millimeter is equal to 1 by 10 centimeters. Take this 10 as denominator, 1 by 10 centimeters, then 1 millimeter you will get. So now multiply 0.52 into 1 millimeter is equal to 1 by 10 centimeters, then 10, 10. So decimal point goes one more digit in backward direction. So 0.052 centimeters, and this is the total reading of the screw gauge. This value is given in the problem. Okay. And like this model is given in 2018 with somewhat different. This is a model in 2021 NEET. Okay, so now one more model is given in 2018. So I am giving that. Just follow this. A student measured the diameter of a small steel ball using a screw gauge of least count 0.001 centimeter. Least count is given 0.001 centimeter. The main scale reading is 5 millimeter. MSR is given that 5 millimeter. 5 millimeter convert into centimeters. Why? Because least count is in centimeters, and so here the options also in centimeters, and that's why all should be converted into centimeters. So MSR, that is 5 millimeter. 1 millimeter is equal to 1 by 10 centimeters. So 5 by 10 centimeters, and that is equal to 0.5 centimeters. And then 0 of circular scale division coincides with 25 divisions above the reference level. Okay, if the screw gauge has a 0 error, minus 0.004, 0 error, minus 0.004 centimeters, the correct diameter of the ball is. Here screw gauge has the negative error, minus 0.004. If the error is negative, correction is positive. Remember this. Given that minus 0.004, minus error, this is the error. Error is negative, so the correction is positive. The correct diameter of the ball is. What is the actual formula? Reading is equal to, total reading is equal to main scale reading plus circular scale reading plus, here correction is present. Correction, what is that? Plus or minus? Plus only. So plus correction. And now MSR is equal to, given that 0.5. CSR is equal to, what is the coincidence? The coincidence is 25 divisions, and that's why here 25th division, 25. CSR, coincidence into least count. What is the least count given in the problem? 0.001. What is that given in the problem? 0.001 plus, what is the correction? That correction error is negative, minus 0.004. This is the negative, so correction is positive. You need to add 0.004. but because correction is positive. If you add all together 0.5, this is 0.025 and 0.004, and altogether that value is 0.529, 0.529 centimeters. This is one model given in 2018 NEET. And one more model is given 2020. 2020, just read out this. Time intervals measured by a clock give the following readings: 1.25 seconds, 1.24 seconds, 1.27 seconds, 1.21 seconds and 1.28 seconds. What is the percentage relative error of the observations? Percentage relative error of the observations. Percentage relative error. So for that, at first we need to calculate the mean. Mean nothing but sum of the items by number of the items. We need to add whatever the values are given in the problem: 1.25 plus 1.25 plus 24 plus 27 plus 1.21 plus 1.28 by how many number of items are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 items. Sum of the items by number of the items. That is mean. Then with that we used to get it as 1.25 seconds. 1.25 seconds. After calculating after addition of all these and divide with 5, then you will get the value as 1.25 seconds. This is the mean. Then afterwards we need to calculate the mean absolute error. Mean absolute error. So what is the mean absolute error? And that is at first here given that whatever the value mean, this is the mean, no? Given I am taking the readings here: 1.25, 1.24, 1.27, 1.21, 1.28. So absolute error I am taking, absolute error. How come you consider the absolute error? And that is, we need to subtract these values from the mean. At first take 1.25, 1.25 minus 1.25, 1.25 minus 1.25, what you will get? 0. Next 1.25, this is 1.24 minus 1.24, that is equal to 0.01. Then higher value minus lower value, so this is higher, 1.27 minus here 1.25 mean, that is 0.02. Then this is 1.21, this is 1.25, this is higher, and take 1.25 minus 1.21, that is equal to 0.04. Then this is higher, 1.28. So 1.28 minus 1.25, this is the value, 1.25 is equal to 0.03. Now we need to take mean of these absolute errors. Mean nothing but sum of the items by number of the items. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So take the mean absolute error. Mean absolute error. For calculating the mean absolute error, we need to calculate the mean value of all these. At first we calculated the mean. Afterwards we need to calculate the absolute error. Afterwards we need to take the mean of all these values. So that is 0 plus 0.01 plus 0.02 plus 0.04 from here plus 0.03 from here by sum of the items by number of the items 5, that is equal to, if you add all these 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 7, 7, 3, 10, nothing but 0.10 by 5, that is equal to 0.02 seconds. So we need to calculate the percentage relative error. So that is mean absolute error by mean into 100. Mean absolute error, this is 0.02 by mean, what is the value? 1.25 into 100, and that value is 1.6%. Like that, we need to calculate the percentage relative error of the given data. Okay, this is the model given in the 2020, right? So like this models are there, and one more model also, different model. Just now I have seen that. So in 2019 this model is given. Okay, so now what is that? See this numerical. In an experiment, the percentage error occurred in the measurement of physical quantities A, B, C and D are 1%, 2%, 3% and 4% respectively. Then the maximum percentage error in the measurement of X, where X is equal to A square, B power half, C power 1 by 3, D cube will be. So now here how come we consider that? And that is given formula is X is equal to A square, B half, C 1 3 and D cube. Okay, so we need to calculate the percentage error, maximum percentage error. Very simple. Delta X by X into 100 is equal to, here A square is present, A square, just follow my procedure, whatever I am saying, just follow that. A square nothing but 2 into delta A by A into 100 plus we need to keep plus here. B power half, what is the power? Half, keep the half here, half delta B by B into 100. Even though the contents are in the denominator, even though the physical quantities are in the denominator, then even though we need to keep a plus. The physical quantities are in the denominator, we need to keep as plus only. Why? Because the error is, the maximum percentage error is always positive. The maximum percentage error is always positive. So we need to consider C power 1 by 3 into delta C by C into 100 plus D cube 3 into delta D by D into 100. Sometimes this itself is given that A square, B half, C power minus 1 by 3. This 1 by 3 goes to numerator, C power minus 1 by 3. D power 3 goes to numerator, then D power minus 3. Even though the powers are minus, we need to keep as plus only. Why? Because just now I said that the maximum percentage error is always should be taken as positive only, and that's why even though this is minus, but here we need to consider as plus. Are you getting? And now these values are given in the problem. Just take a look of the problem. Take a look. A having the percentage 1%, and that's why 2 into delta A by A into 100. Replace this 1% plus 1 by 2 into B is having the percentage of 2%. So delta B by B into 100, 2% plus 1 by 3 into delta C by C into 100 is equal to 3%. Then keep 3% here plus 3 into delta D by D into 100. D is given that 4%. So now 4%. Then 2 cancel, 3 cancel. 2 plus 1, 3 plus 1, 4, and then 4% plus 4 3s are 12%. 12 plus 4, 16%. This is delta X by X into 100. That value they need to calculate, maximum percentage error. So like these models, they are given. They were given in the previous NEET exams.